Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in to another Diecast Emporium video. Today we're going to take a look at the classic construction models Caterpillar 385 CL hydraulic excavator made in 1:48 scale. This model was released in 2012 and they only made 1,000 of them. They also made this model in a front shovel configuration, which will be reviewed in a separate video. So as I always like to start off with these, here is the paperwork. Which is just an original reprint of the real machine's brochure, but it also features a serial number. As you can see, I have 257 out of those 1,000. So all of your interesting specs that you'd want to know are in here, as well as working ranges and things like that. So it's definitely a worthwhile inclusion, and I really wish more models would have this, considering most die-cast scale models are produced to sell the real machine. So, starting off with the model, it features opening doors to the operator's cab, which you'll see in a minute, an engine visible through the opening door, individually linked tracks with tensioners, detailed hydraulic lines, and a functioning boomstick and bucket. So let's start out here on the operator's cab side of things. As you can see, it's got a rollover protection structure on the cab itself, on the operator's cab. You are provided with a pointer, but it's really not necessary, especially once you get the door about halfway open. You can really kind of open it up there. And inside, if I put some light on, you can see the different control levers, consoles, a detailed operator's seat, all of which has been replicated to perfection by CCM. There are two forward-facing working lights, tons of hydraulic detailing on the boom pistons, and again, the aforementioned plastic ROPs up here, or rock guard, really is a more accurate term. It's really not ROPs. So once the door is closed, you can see all these venting. Nice cat graphic here, 385 CL graphic here. These hand and grab rails up here are plastic. As a matter of fact, you can see how flimsy they are. The track frames are well detailed, and the upper section of the rollers do work, and that helps the machine roll on any surface with friction, as I will now demonstrate. As you can see, no problem whatsoever in either direction. From the top, you can see again your hydraulic lines, your swing motor, the lines that go up the stick and boom to the main cylinder. Also, coming towards the back of the machine, you can see perforated venting so that the engine can get some air. And if you should ever have to work on this machine, or if you want to pose it being worked on, it does have an opening hatch there. On the back, very nicely implemented cat graphic, and a plastic exhaust with a hole in it. This is the side that gets really interesting. Very carefully grab onto one of the metal handrails, and you can open to see a detailed engine and some other components that are in there. Just look great. Over here, again, plastic hand and grab rails, but the paint match is good, so it doesn't really bother me that much. A plastic mirror with a silvered surface. These handrails, however, in the Caterpillar yellow, are metal. Finally, coming to the working end of the machine to show you the functions of it. Any position of the real machine can be replicated on this model. In fact, that's how high it will go as it gets way out of frame. Let's try this. You still can't see it. You just have to take my word for it. Digging depth is good as well. Go ahead and pose that for you. So it will go down quite deep. But say you want to take the stick off of this machine for transport, you would have to drill out the rivets, which if you know me, you know I don't mess with my models that way, but you could take the stick off and put it on a lowboy, and it folds up nice and tight like that. So, overall, the CCM Caterpillar 385CL really lives up to expectation. It's a fantastic, larger excavator model. Yes, they are expensive now, especially since it came out in 2012, and they've been discontinued ever since they sold out. So you expect to pay at least a few $100s, if you can even find a seller that wants to sell. But considering other excavators that are in this size class, I would pay the extra $150, especially if you're a cat guy. So as always, guys, thank you for tuning into my videos. Stay tuned. We've got some great stuff coming up next week. But until then, be safe and take care.